Nowhere in the cosmos is it marked, it's 2023, 2024, no such numbers are there anywhere in the cosmos, don't go around looking, okay? 40… That's exactly what I'm saying, you have no time Well, a young man is saying, I have no time. This is exactly what I'm telling you, you don't have much time. Well, the first month, tomorrow or tonight after 12 p.m. is called January, because this month was named after a god who was called Janus. Janus is a two-faced god. One face facing back, looking towards the past, another looking forward towards the future. And it also happens to be, in most parts of the northern hemisphere, this happens to be the harvest time. So this is a time when the farming community would like to relax a little bit, celebrate and plan for their future. So this month became, or the month in the next few hours, became January, named after the god Janus. And here we are at the very end of 2023 I thought it just started day before yesterday and the damn thing is over already So, people are always asking, what is the resolution we should take? New Year resolution. This comes from the same culture where they used to make a promise to the god Janus that this year we'll do this and that, whatever. Based on that, today it has become a personal resolution, which most people have made it a tradition to break it on day 2. So, what resolution you should take? What should you do in the coming year? So the important thing is our life longing to become something more. If you were a different creature other than a human being, how much more was very clear. How much can a tree become? How much can a tiger become? How much can an elephant become? How much can any creature become is very clearly demarcated. That is essentially, nature has drawn 2 lines for them within which they live and die. The problem with the human being is that there is no top line. How much ever you become, there seems to be something more to do. So, these resolutions that people take is essentially to become something little more. Because we are in many ways a consequence of the times in which we live, and time has a serious consequence on our lives. So we are using milestones. Nowhere in the cosmos is it marked, it's 2023, 2024, no such numbers are there anywhere in the cosmos, don't go around looking, okay? It is just that for our own sake we need milestones, otherwise we wouldn't know anything. We need some kind of a marker if you need it. But one important thing that all of us should do if we want to enhance our lives into a bigger possibility than what it is right now, the most important thing is to take charge of the 2 instruments that we have, our physical body and our psychological or mental faculties. If you don't take charge of these 2 things, everything will be accidental. When life is accidental, what are you going to resolve? There's no such thing. So it's very important that these 2 things must be taken charge of. To take charge of the body and to take charge of the mind, these 2 things if you do. Now, if you resolve to do something, Well, there is a pretty good possibility that you could get there. If these two things are not in your hands, they do their own things, then don't waste your time resolving to do this and that, because none of those things will happen. So as a part of this, because a whole lot of people are telling me, Sadhguru, we are watching a lot of your YouTube videos. Isn't that enough? Why should I do any practice? See, YouTube videos are… if you want me to use a nice language, it's an inspirational process, or it's just a titillation. If you are sufficiently inspired, then you must act upon it. For you to act, it's important that you need a certain process. YouTube videos you're watching, yes, it is good because it'll change your attitude and your direction a little bit, but it doesn't take you there. This year, in 2023, our video views have been 4.37 billion with a B. No, this is what I'm telling you. Now, how to get this people, 4.37 billion video views, into some kind of a live practice in their lives? And those of you who are here who do practices only on special occasions, hello? Are there such people? Only on full moon night, Sadhguru, No, the practices… This is a resolution all of you must take. Pick up a simple practice. If you can do inner engineering and Shambhavi, that's the best way to start. But if you are not that committed, pick up something which takes 12–15 minutes. Take up Isha Kriya. Commit next 48 days. Morning, evening, I will do it. 40…
Sadhguru, I have no time. I have no time, Sadhguru.
That's exactly what I'm saying, you have no time. Well, a young man is saying, I have no time. This is exactly what I'm telling you, you don't have much time. Unless you're a miserable mess. If you're a miserable mess, you have lot of time. If you are little exuberant and joyful and something significant to do, 100 years, gone. See me, I feel like a baby, but so time, there is no time at all to explore human potential. Whoever devised this whole process, nature, evolution, whatever or whatever you believe in, they didn't plan the time properly. They should have given me a little more time, at least 28 hours a day. Hello? No, only 24 hours. Only that many years. So only if you're miserable, you feel you have a long life. If you have any exuberance in you, if you are tasting life in some way, time just gets over in no time. How's that? No, I'm talking about the stupidity of language. Time gets over in no time. Because time is a very relative experience, all depends how you keep yourself. It's not about the hour, it's not about the year, it is just how you keep yourself. If you keep yourself well, there is never enough time. But it's right that you said you have no time. That's a good reminder for yourself, you don't have much time. You better, if you're interested in this life, If you think this life is a precious one, if you think this is a valuable life, you must act now. That's why I'm saying 48 days, twice a day, some simple practice. In engineering would be good, but it'll take some commitment to go through that. Isha Kriya is simple, 12 minutes a day, morning, evening. Just fix this, because instead of taking up resolutions that will disappear by tomorrow evening for most people, do something that is concrete and you're doing it. It's something that you have to do. If you say, I'll give up my anger, I will do this, I'll do that, I know where it'll go. But morning, evening, I'm going to do this simple practice. It's a simple way of fixing it. Now, what is this enhancement of life? I'm sorry. This happened. This is from folklore in Karnataka, where it happened one day. There was a guru, a man came to him and at his doorstep, I'm sorry, he came and said, "Oh master, I have a son who is 20 years of age. He's good for nothing. He's a donkey. And this donkey, can you make a man out of him, something out of him?" The guru laughed and said, "Okay, bring your donkey, I will make a man out of him." On the street, a dhobi was passing. For those of you who are not from Indian origin, a dhobi means a washerman in India. Traditionally, Indian washermen always used a donkey as their pickup truck. All their cargo or clothes were always transported on a donkey. And he heard this, wow, this man is going to make a donkey into a human being? And I don't have children. This has been my only grouse in my life, I don't have a child, I don't have a son. And then, as soon as the other man left, the dhobi came and knocked on the guru's door and said, "You have to do this." He held on to his feet and he said, "You have to do this. I have many donkeys. You must make one of my donkeys into a man and I will have a son. My life's dream will be fulfilled." Guru said, "What is this? How can I make your donkey into a man?" No, I know you promised somebody, I know you can do it, you can't fool me now, you have to do it." Many of you So, the guru tried to dissuade him in so many ways, but every day in the morning, the dhobi was at the guru's door. "You have to make one of my donkeys into a man, I need a son, please, don't say no." After a few weeks, not able to bear this man's thing, he said, "Okay, bring your donkey, let's see what we can do." So he went home and looked, which is the most handsome donkey? Come on, donkeys can be handsome too. Most of the time they are. So he brought the best donkey and gave it to the guru and, "Please, when can I collect my son?" He said, "It'll take 90 days. 90 days? I thought you can do it in a day. How long did your mother take? 9 months. 90 days is okay, go." So the guru's idea was 90 days means this guy may forget or lose his focus, something will happen, many things can happen in 90 days. So he took the donkey into his barn and on the dot, on the 90th day, the dhobi was at his door with garlands ready. The guru saw this and he didn't expect this. He thought he had forgotten about this thing. Then he said what to do. Where is my son? Where is my son? Oh, your son, you know, when I converted the donkey into a man, he came out as a grown-up man and he walked away to a village which is 3 days of walk from here. And there he's become the head of the village. This is the name of the village, this is the name of the man. Immediately the dhobi set forth. 3 days walk, doesn't matter. He wants to find his son. He got there, enquired, where is the head of the village? Somebody pointed out where he is. He went there and he said, "Oh, my son, how are you doing? Come on, let's go home." That man said, "What? Who are you?" He said, "I know, it just happened like that, you were a donkey." I said, "What? You're calling me a donkey?" He said, "No, my son, you look like your grandfather, you resemble." You've seen this always, whenever a child is born which is just like that, like a tomato, people say, "Oh, look at this, it resembles me." Every father, every mother doing it all the time, grandparents of course. So you resemble your grandfather so much. Please, let's go home. That man said, "Who is this fool? Take him out." So people came, thrashed him nicely and threw him out of the village. So the man became totally bitter and dejected. He walked all the way back 3 days, came to the guru and said, "That wretched son of mine, he has no gratitude. He was a donkey and I made him into a human being. He has no gratitude. It's best not to have children." I really disappointed. It is this. So Guru said, "If you want, I will again convert him into donkey, you take your donkey home. Come after 3 days. 3 days later he came, he handed over the donkey and the man happily went home. You must understand, if you are a donkey, we can't make you something else. We can make you maybe a little stronger donkey, a more disciplined donkey. Maybe we can do little makeup, decorate you a little bit, that's about it. But once you've come as a human being, there is no limit to what you can become. Do you want to explore this or do you want to do tidbits with your life? This is a choice that you have. I would like you to spend this night thinking about it. What is it? Forget about what is possible and not possible. What is it that I would like to be? When I say what is it that I would like to be, don't think in terms of the world, I want to become the president of the world, that means you're a little lost, okay? At least this much, how I want to be. Whatever is your idea of the most wonderful human being, your idea, don't go by my idea. Your idea of what is the most wonderful human being that you can be, write it down. And also write down 5 things which are not allowing you to be that. Handle these 5 things. 2024 will be a great year for sure, for you. Whatever else may happen in the world, we can't control all those things. What happens in the world, we cannot control all of it. We have some say, that's about it. But what happens in this one? If you don't take charge and try to change all kinds of things, no, change the experience of your life, because human experience is caused from within, not from outside.